All right, hello everyone, and well, thank you for the kind words. I am Crota, and I'm going to be giving you game number 2 game number 2 for today. It's not even a series, just pulling down replays from sites and casting them. I do really enjoy WarCraft 3, and it feels like I've built a little bit of a community. If you guys haven't done so, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. It is a joy to see and be able to interact with some of the viewers who have been watching me for years and years, as you guys can tell from, what is it, this side? Yeah, it's this side. Over there on the stream there. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. This is going to be a game between Happy and Sock taking place here on Secret Valley. Sock spawning as the blue human on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top right-hand side of the map, we have Happy spawning as the red undead. Undead versus human in this 1v1. We are going to be looking at opening things up. Altar of Darkness, Tomb of Relics, and a Crypt. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Death Knight now being trained, going up against an Archmage. No surprises there, as the first 2 minutes of a game, I can pretty much cast with my eyes closed if you give me the races and the starting positions. Archmage is going to be making its way out. We'll see the first footman perhaps either stick close to home or try to do a little bit of scouting heading over to Happy's neck of the woods. There is no additional acolyte being trained up by Happy. That does come as a little bit of a surprise. Sometime undead players will train up that 6th acolyte and then move it around the map, or use a ghoul at this point in the game to go ahead and try and clear out some of these critters to use as skeletons later on. Based upon the fact that that has not happened yet, it looks as though we should be having some early creeping by that Death Knight, unless he's just going to try and run across the map by himself. Let's take a look. Rod of Necromancy ready to go. It looks like he's going to be going out all by himself once more, as the Archmage already clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp with, what, 6 militia? 6 militia and 2 footmen. Footmen quickly finish the job there. Null Overseer trying to take down a Water Elemental. Death Knight is going to go ahead and try and take down this Water Elemental here, but the timing is just not going to be right. Or, as you can see, that Water Elemental will get denied, as the Death Knight would have loved to airmail delivery a Death Coil and finish it off. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look. Death Knight coming back across here. Viewers, I will address you guys at the end of the cast. Obviously, it's very difficult to try and cast a live or a replay game unless I pause it, as the Death Knight's still playing Ring Around the Rosie over here at these creeps. Now, the Death Knight is going to go ahead and kill this sheep. Is he going to try to come back around? See, when you kill a sheep, you actually have to wait for the body to decompose a little bit to actually get some skeletons. As we're looking at the Death Knight here, the Death Knight really wants to get a Death Coil off and finish off this Null Brute. Does in fact finish it off, but the item goes to the Archmage, and the Archmage already has level 2. Level 2 on that Archmage means that he will be getting a little bit more mana every second as the Death Knight heads back off to the north. Alright, Skeletal Minions aggroing the creep camp, only to get an ensnare down onto a footman. The footman now taking a little bit more damage. Death Knight is going to be playing this game here, dancing around the outskirts, hoping to steal a unit or 2 worth of experience. Death Knight gets that experience right there. Ogre Magi down to 279. You can see Forest Troll Berserker, that's taken down with the Slippers of Agility. The Death Knight doing 5-finger discounts or Death Coil discounts on a lot of those units. Talisman of Evasion, however, picked up by the Archmage. The big expensive item going there. Archmage does not have Boots of Speed. Will he be able to catch up to the Death Knight? I do not believe so. The Death Knight gonna wander back around. The Archmage should be picking, or could be picking up Boots of Speed, as we now see a footman, well, being forced to retreat because a skeletal minion decided to wake up some creeps. Alright. Good thing that sheep was holding 2 swords. Well, no, they're bone swords, right? That's the reason why they actually work. It's just a recomposition of the bone there. I don't somehow they're breaking the laws of or conservation of mass, excuse me, by being able to have 2 fairly large humanoid skeletons off of 1 single creep. That'd be really interesting if the number of skeletal minions that you got was based upon the amount or the size of the skeleton. Like this Ogre Magi, I'm sure there's enough mass there to try and make 3, maybe even 4 skeletal minions, but I digress. All right, back across here, it's going to look like Sok is going to set up this expansion at the 9 o'clock location. Should be setting up an arcane tower to protect himself from any more of those skeletal minions, but he will be dealing with a slaughterhouse that is going to be churning out some obsidian statues and maybe perhaps some meat wagons. Back across here, Lich is already being trained. No tech or no training to tier 3 of the Black Citadel as of yet. And the Death Knight has to play it very safe right now since he has no easy way to heal save for this Fountain of Health. Gloves of Haste off over here. You can see him trying to take down the Null Brute. Archmage is now making its way over. Gonna go ahead and pick up the Glove of Haste. Try to finish off this last remaining Null Brute here as he knows that the Death Knight is already inbound. Death Knight now sitting at level 2. Water Elemental has been dropped as skeletal minions could get taken down very quickly. Just go ahead and finish that off right there. Water Elemental down to 210 hit points, deciding to back off here. Skeletal minions trying to do that as well as the Crypt Fiends with that faster movement speed able to just move, attack and move. The Crypt Fiends animation and the attack speed is relatively slow, but what it does allow you to do is attack and move with those Crypt Fiends fairly effectively as a big Frost Nova goes down and takes down a Footman after a bit of focus fire. Alright, the Footmen still do not have defend, trying to focus down one Crypt Fiend there. A big Frost Nova once more. Crypt Fiend going to get taken down, or excuse me, the Footman going to get taken down as the Archmage is still trying to catch up here. Death Knight should be able to get off one more Death Coil and saves the unit once again. Alright, trying to save these units as the Archmage now heads back, already down to 287 hit points. Needs to heal back up, and I believe the Red Drake is still there, causing pressure. Alright, back across here, Water Elemental. Gonna go ahead and get surrounded once more as the Crypt Fiend, the Crypt Fiends do their job. Footman, Archmage healing back up at the Red Drake. This is pretty much the same exact thing a Fount or a Scroll of Regeneration would be doing, saving about 100 gold as the Scout Towers are going to be completed. Overall supply count, let's take a look. Population, Happy sitting at 36. Sok sitting at 44 with the economic advantage, but I do not believe he has any sort of tech advantage for quite some time. Teching to tier 2 compared to teching to tier 3 could have a profound impact as the Crypt Fiends go to work on the last Ogre Magi there. Alright, gonna go ahead and get that taken down. Footmen are just gonna try and bum rush into this location, trying to swarm out all of these units here as the Footmen gonna get into position. Footmen do have defend as the Acolytes are just all trying to run away. All the Footmen are just running to the back here, and the Acolytes are saying, we don't need to be there. We don't need, well, it looks like they finally need to get back to work and in order to stay alive. Low hit point Acolyte. One gonna get taken down. Another one could get taken down right there. He has nowhere to go. 2 Acolytes taken down, all during the upgrade. That is gonna have a very big impact on the overall loss as you see more and more units are now trying to head back home. I believe 3 Acolytes were taken out during this time, and that means a 60% drop of 40% drop. There are still 3 Acolytes mining. 40% drop in overall resources during this time, and to add to the fact, Sok is currently still mining at 200%. That is going to be a very, very big difference there, 60% versus 200 in terms of how much gold they are getting each. Death Knight, however, no slacker, getting up to, well, tier level 3. Lich sitting at level 2 now. Mountain King has yet to be started, and I don't believe there is a Tavern Hero on the map anywhere. Nope, there is not. This could actually start to become a problem as the Death Knight and Lich, as they level up, they actually scale slightly better than the human player. The Death Knight and the Lich can easily focus down heroes with that 1-2 combination as we are looking at the Black Citadel looking to train up more Acolytes once again. Alright, Archmage, ready to rinse and repeat this strategy. What is going down? The Water Elemental not, well, holding up everything as the Tomb of Relics may get taken down here. Alright, Tomb of Relics going to get taken down, and with that Tomb of Relics gone, what is going to ultimately end up happening? Alright, damage is being done. Footmen do need to drop back. Where is the Archmage hoping to go? Death Coil down to 116. Frost Nova could finish it off. All the Footmen now make their way back over, as the Lich could have easily gotten a Frost Nova off. Whether or not a Tomb of Relics is worth a scroll of town portal? I do not know, but there was some mining time in there that is currently unaccounted for. 48 supply compared to 48. But happy, ready to go with these destroyers. One into the air, absorb mana. Another should be going into the air in just a moment. They should be popping up one at a time, pretty much. Okay, absorbing mana again. This destroyer is at maximum mana. Gonna go ahead, go into the air, death coil, absorb more mana, go into destroyer form, absorb mana, go into destroyer form. Well, it looks as though one of those is going to go ahead and stay as the destroyers are slowly losing out on some mana. All right, guard towers are here, ready to go. Flying machines have to be extremely careful as the destroyers with mana, their splash damage is really profound and their damage does add up extremely fast. All right, one scout tower quickly taken down here. Obsidian statue in position. Destroyers just absolutely living up to their name, taking down the flying machines and the guard towers in a matter of seconds. The flying machines cannot counter destroyers when they are even in numbers, and they also have mana. You can see how quickly this base is going to be destroyed here, and this destroyer army, well, has a very short shelf life because of the fact that they actually lose mana naturally. All of the destroyers should now have pretty much 0 mana, as it looks as though the Archmage is looking to back off. Mountain King sitting at level 1, gonna get to level 2, should be picking up Boots of Speed and finishing off this Forest Troll Berserker here. Alright, more flying machines could be added. Flak cannons are now being added as well. Archmage gonna make their way down. As you can take a look, there is a lot of destroyers in the air. 4 destroyers. What is that, 20 supply worth of destroyers, absorbing, healing, and just dealing a whole bunch of damage across multiple units, able to devour magic that inner fire and heal back up as well. Death Knight picking up a Tome of Agility and also having that Helm of Valor. Alright, Footmen versus Ghouls over here at the Fountain of Health. The Ghouls probably could have taken on that Footman without really suffering any real losses. Back across over here, Mountain King desperately wants to get to level 3. Will not do it off of this creep camp though. As we're looking at the Null Assassins and the Null Overseer gonna get finished off here. One Footman fighting up against 2 Ghouls. Is that Footman perhaps should be backing off? Is it gonna get chased a little bit? Yes, it will, as more and flying machines are gonna be here ready to go. All right, Panda joining in on the fight, so it is now a 4-3-1 hero combination. The Destroyer should be just devouring all of these buffs here, healing and giving extra damage back to them once more. Destroyers making short work of the remaining units, and the majority of the creep camps have been taken out. All right, we should see a Holy Light onto that Footman. That Footman, somehow staying alive. The opposing units not smart enough to try and focus it down. Red Drake will go ahead and get focused down right there. Mountain King now up to level 3. And now that the Mountain King is up to level 3, all bets are off in terms of who's going to win out on this next battle. Flak cannons are done. 1-0 upgrades are now done. And the fact that the destroyers don't have that much mana to absorb is a very big deal. Panda now sitting out at level 3 though. And it is going to come down to the Panda's Breath of Fire onto the flying machines. Also, if the Frost Nova can hit a ground unit and then splash damage onto some of those flying machines as well, that would have a big impact, as well as the Footmen are just all getting picked apart here, adding more experience once again. No towers. This is just pretty much a minimal investment by Sock to get a little bit more gold out. Level 2 weapons upgrades coming in onto that blacksmith though, and we'll see what's going to be happening there, as well level 2 upgrades should have a very big push here in just a moment. All right, Mountain King, Death Knight, Ghouls now coming back in across the other way. Crypt Fiends are going to try and engage. Flying machines are trying to make sure that they are not in a bad spot whatsoever. Where is the Panda? Panda is off over here. If you can try and separate the rest of the army, that is going to be important to try and finish off. All right, one Obsidian statue in a bad spot, trying to run away. Flying machines are now all getting into the position here. Panda, is it going to be able to get over there and Stormbolt onto the Panda to try and prevent the Breath of Fire? Flying machines flanking all of these units. You saw the Breath of Fire, how much damage it did, but all of the destroyers are just dropping like flies, as you can see them, well, pretty much getting shot down. All right, However, the standing army, 39 compared to 44. Militia being brought over. Breath of Fire still very effective against the remaining units. Archmage going to try and push up against all of these units here. Mountain King in serious trouble, though. Does have mana. Potion of Invulnerability. Breath of Fire hitting down more units as the Archmage is still continuing the fight. Oh, Frost Nova onto the Archmage, though. Panda could get taken down. Panda is... Oh, no. Panda's not dead yet. How is this Panda not dead? Down to 14 hit points. Down to 16 hit points. Water Elemental unable to get there. And the Obsidian statues... The heal just enough as the Mountain King finally gets off a Stormbolt. Mountain King trying to get away. I don't believe he can outrun a Death Knight with Unholy Aura. Well, he could outrun the Death Knight, but not the Lich. And that is the game. Happy cleans up, and Sock investing so much into his flying machines, but once the destroyers were gone, that entire squadron of flying machines were absolutely useless. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed it. The Panda's Breath of Fire special ability, Crota just said it, I'll say it again. The Panda ignores the armor of the flying machine and hits more than 3 each time he uses the... Yeah. That's level 3 Breath of... Or level 2 Breath of Fire does 140 damage. I believe flying machines have, what, 200? Like, extremely low, so it pretty much puts them all in the red, right? Yeah. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Axe Riot, hopefully you got your question answered. You guys can probably base yourself on the timing, how far behind you guys are in the chat and the lag. I can't always address your guys' question immediately, but I really, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please follow me on Twitch. I don't think I have anything that like dances around that says, hey, you got a new Twitch follower, or anything like that. But, well, if you follow me on Twitch, maybe you will be able to start cheering for me. I don't even know how that works. Twitch, whatever. I don't plan on becoming a streamer. I'm not going to quit my day job. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.